Good day, I'm Glenn Armadriaga and I'm here to define gender division of labor and how it is manifest through the video entitled The Impossible Dream. Gender division of labor is referred to how work is organized in a community, how it is divided among women and men through gender socialization within the culture they belong. In simple terms, it is the expectation of society regards to the action and behavior associated to individual sex, male or female, including the distribution of labor work. Now, how this manifests to the video? It manifests in the video in the term of there are scenes where video portray the distinct role of male and female. For example, the difference in working area of the husband and wife, where we can view that the working area of the husband is more exposed to danger than her wife. Additional, there is this part showing that it is the wife responsibility to do all the housework, and what is the responsibility of the daughter is to help her mother. Hence, this is introduced the concept of gender role, of gender division of labor, that the society ascribe the activities to men and women based on perceived differences.
So gender division labor is not all about the work of men and women in their respective company, but also this prefer to their work at home. So from the short video, The Impossible Dream, it is portrayed that the man is working from the construction site and the woman is working from the sewing company. She is also the responsible for doing the chores, taking care of her children and husband from daytime to nighttime. So everybody have that instinct that women should have lighter works than men, that women should do the household chores, that men should be the one who is responsible for giving the needs of his family. But nowadays, women can do heavy or light works, so as men, as long as they are happy, responsible, and they are providing for their family with respect to each other. So from the short video, both the men and women are working the same hours, but the women was paid lesser than the men. Then after their work, the woman is responsible for the groceries and other chores at home, but the man is resting, drinking his beer, and waiting for his food to be served. I hope this video will serve as an eye-opener to everyone to stop or avoid gender discrimination. Not because women are women, they should not be treated the way the video portrayed, or worse.
Now we will talk about what is gender stereotypes, gender biases, and gender discrimination. First is gender stereotypes. Gender stereotypes is the way that people outcast or don't want them to belong to a place where they think that these people don't belong to just because of their characteristic, attributes, and role.
You can also see the gender stereotypes in the workplace. We believe that women should be at home doing housework, caring for her children, and serving their husbands, which is incorrect. We know that gender stereotypes for women are incorrect because of the role that we know they must play. Nevertheless, many people's mindsets are incorrect in that they believe in what they used to believe in.
Gender biases. Gender biases is where a person have favoritism in one gender. For example, is that a man only biased for a man, only or over women. People have favoritism in gender, where they only think about the good for one gender over another gender.
Gender biases, for example, because I admire women, I will solely acknowledge their efforts or nature. We don't necessarily despise the other gender. Rather, we believe that the gender we like is more promising when it enters in our life.
Gender discrimination. Gender discrimination is always happening everywhere: job, school, public, race, religion, and more. People only think about themselves. In job, people usually think that a person's gender should match on what job they should choose.
In the workplace, we believe that women should stay at home and support their families. People often judge a person's culture by whether or not they are suited to be with them, and as a result, they are discriminated against since they have a different culture. They differ in their religious beliefs as well.
Various forms of gender inequality has been observed most of the time, especially in the Filipino culture. We often give Filipino women the stereotypical fact that they should stay in the house to do the household chores and to not get employed, for that is not a job for women. Filipino women often experience unruly gender biases due to the fact that we were too deceived by the learnings we garnered from primary school that a mother is known as the light of our home, and a father is the hard worker who earn money for their family's primary needs. If women are employed, they are also discriminated in the workplace by negatively foreseeing their working capabilities and mostly experience a salary rate difference toward men.
The second manifestation of gender bias seen in this video is about jobs. According to a famous joking, women must do twice as well as men to be considered half as good. When gender preconceptions are associated with a job, it tends to prejudice the level of control that people place men to a more comforting job than women. As a result, when women labor in jobs traditionally associated with men, they are subjected to negative bias. With the time and energy imbalance, women may face several additional challenges such as lower quality work experience, physically and emotional consequences that may be used against them, and the discrepancy in the required effort that may have an impact on women's careers, making it more difficult for them to be recognized and promoted than men. We must consider how we might better protect individuals from the biases produced by stereotypes until we can alter them. This will allow people to pursue jobs in areas where their passions and abilities reside, while also protecting them from stereotypes.